Welcome to On the Rack, the blog show. Every week we do it. This is the president, RAC, along with Whiskey Sergeant Major, RAC. Just had a huge victory over the Cal Sissies. We're going to break it down for you. Larry, how'd you like that ball game?
Well, I gotta say, it wasn't too great. I drank heavily and had to watch it again.
Shit, dude, that was the greatest game I've watched. I was so nervous that second half. I don't know, man.
What was up with that kick?
What was up with the kick, man? That's got to be a mistake.
No one said anything about the
Troy
kick.
Aikman was trying to make it sound like that was the plan.
Is that a
There's
plan?
no way that was a freaking plan. But let's move on
way.
from that, man. I tell you what, that was a beat down and dirty D like I've never seen before. Here are my initial thoughts, all right? We have a daggone legitimate football team. And I got to tell you something. I don't know whether it's Gibbs or Sean Taylor's death or all they went through last year, but somehow or another, that team is a team, man. Those guys are all playing together so well. I mean, I think the sky's the limit this year.
Well, you know, I don't know if you're going to harken back to last year and the adversity they went through, but I think Jim Zorn is really the positive force right now that everybody's kind of gathering around.
No, there's no doubt about that. But just like the Cowboys benefited from what Bill Parcells left in the cupboard, so is Zorn benefiting from what Joe Gibbs left in the cupboard. Then there's no doubt about it. Jim Zorn is just, he is a different coach than Joe Gibbs. I don't know that he's really better, but man, he is hitting on all cylinders now.
Yeah.
And you know who we don't have, what we don't have to deal with right now, is some crybaby sissy like T.O.
Nope.
What'd you think about T.O.'s post-game little conference he held?
Well, it was absolutely ridiculous, and everybody has said it already. You know, they didn't give him the ball enough. They tried to give him the ball 22 times.
That's a third of the offensive plays. They had 63 offensive plays. He was in on 21 of them. That is right down the middle, 33%.
I must say, Sean Springs did a number on him a few times.
Dude, Sean Springs took him down. Do you know Sean Springs stayed with him in his condo that night?
I heard they watched the.
They watched the Eagles game together. They said T.O. was a little quiet during the game.
Whatever.
How long do you think Wade Phillips is going to make it this year?
You're going to make it the whole year.
I don't know, man. Jerry Jones, I predict Jerry Jones will fire him in December. They're going to lose to some trifling team like Baltimore, and it's going to all be over.
Jerry Jones, I don't recall him firing anybody in midseason.
All right, maybe he won't fire him, but I'll tell you what, he ain't going to be the coach next year. And I really think that the Cowboys have problems on defense, man. Terrence Newman, I mean, dude, I'll take Reed Darty over Terrence Newman. He is horrible, man.
So is Reed Darty.
Well, you know what else I like about Zorn, man? Zorn seems to be... His hair is sweet. He seems to be matching up like, okay, Moss, we're going out. We're going to exploit Terrence Newman. We're all day long. If he's one-on-one, we're throwing the ball to you.
Absolutely.
That is a beautiful thing.
And what I like about Jim Zorn is emotion on the sideline. He's talking to people. He's just not standing there praying to God.
Exactly.
Hoping good things happen. He's out there talking.
He's coaching. He's coaching the team. Oh, isn't that refreshing?
That's kind of
nice. Let's go back to Gibbs, man. Gibbs was standing there stoic on the sideline, not doing anything, walking up and down. He's all throwing stuff. He's getting emotional. You know, he coaches like I think I would coach. You want to know who was owning like I would own? Is the little midget himself, Danny Snyder. We play physical, we win. Did you see that, dude?
No.
Dan Snyder, post-game in the locker room, we play physical, we win. He was totally acting like I would act if I was a billionaire, owned the Redskins, and was in the locker room after we beat Dallas. I know a lot of Dallas fans, and probably everyone who's not a Skins fan, think he looked like a little jerk. But I tell you what, as a Skins fan, bring it on, baby, because he's right. We play physical, we win. It's as easy as that. All right, so our beat-up boy of the season, Durant Brooks, seems to be redeeming himself.
I don't know, man. I start panicking every time I see him try to catch a snap and hold it for the kicker.
But he pulled it off, dude, and he had some zingers last week, man.
Yeah, I mean, he had a really good punt, but it was
He's lifted his net average by 10 yards. He's now right at 42.5 or something.
You got to get some hang time, though. That'd be sweet.
Yeah, but still, man, I think he's coming around. So, maybe it's not all is not lost.
Maybe.
And our boy Horton Here's a Who. Damn, I tell you what. Do you know that he actually got benched for Reed Darty, I think, after the first drive of the third quarter? He was only on the field to make that interception because he was in the three safety Cobra package.
Yeah. Well, he needs to be out there more often because Dowdy got burned on 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he did, man. Dowdy, I don't know what to do. But you know what? Vinny, you got to give Vinny some credit because his boys are starting to play. If we can ever get Malcolm Kelly on the field, who knows, man? This draft class might not look as bad as it was looking a few weeks ago.
Well, Vinny did a good job drafting, I think. We got a bunch of receivers. I don't know if Fred Davis even plays special teams now. I don't know what's going on with that guy.
No, he ain't playing much, man. Yoder's playing well, but, we got backups. It's another thing. Jansen comes on the field, has a great game. So now we have Sire and Jansen who can play. All of a sudden, we're looking like we got a little bit of depth on the offensive line. If Reinhardt can come through, maybe we do have some depth. Maybe we're not as bad as we thought we were.
Maybe we need to look for another center to add a little more depth.
Rob, that holding penalty, man, was just pure crap.
Yeah.
That was just, and the other one, illegal man downfield, I don't know. You get lost in the moment. That was probably a legit call. But that stupid-ass holding penalty on him, that was just complete bullshit. All right, moving on to next week. The oh-so-filthy Philadelphia Filthies. God, I hate this team, man.
They made me want to boot.
They just make me want to boot. I tell you what, nothing would make me happier than going up there and just beating their ass because they rubbed it in our face for so long. They just need a good ass whooping. And it looks like now Westbrook may or may not play. If he doesn't play, man, I say we just roll all over these puppies.
They got a good backup in Coral Buckholzer.
Yeah,
he's not missing much.
He didn't do shit last week. And, man, we can beat this team. I think the key to this game really is going to be keeping them off of Campbell. They do, I think, lead the NFL with 9 sacks now, so we got to stop that. But we can stop that, man. We keep getting production like we're getting out of everyone on this team. If they stay hungry, we will be fine. We'll be good to
They
go.
do have a much better secondary than Dallas or anybody.
Oh, then there's no doubt about it. Let me tell you, Dallas' secondary is bullshit, man. They probably will make it to the playoffs. I don't think there's any doubt about that. But I don't think you can say they're hands down the favorite to win the Super Bowl. That's just absurd. All right, guys, that's it. Larry, the president, we're signing out. Let's go beat the Philadelphia Eagles. We are the RAC, #1 sports fan club for the Redskins in the United States of America. Sign off. Hail to the Redskins. Let's go get them, Larry.